Have you heard about the recent changes in UK immigration policies? If not, you're in the right place. The UK government has been busy reshaping the landscape of immigration, with significant alterations that are set to affect a broad spectrum of people from skilled workers to international students and families. To start with, there's a notable increase in the minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas. Then, we have the introduction of the immigration salary list, a major shift that replaces the shortage occupation list. Not to mention there are new income requirements for family visas that might change the way families plan their move to the UK. For international students, there are new rules restricting dependents, which could have a substantial impact. And let's not forget the review of the graduate visa, a popular post-study work route. Stick around as we delve into the details of these changes and how they might affect you. First up, we have the changes to the skilled worker visa. In a significant move, the UK government has announced an increase in the minimum salary threshold for these visas. This is set to take effect from the 4th of April, 2024. Now, what does this mean? Well, it simply means that potential migrants will need to earn more to qualify for the visa. This decision could have a ripple effect, reaching far beyond just the immigrants themselves. Employers, for instance, may need to adjust their salary scales to attract and retain foreign talent. Various industries, particularly those heavily reliant on skilled foreign labor, could also feel the squeeze. But it's not all gloom and doom. Some argue that this change could bring about a more balanced labor market, as it might encourage employers to invest more in training local workers. So, make sure you're up to date with these changes if you're planning to apply for a skilled worker visa. Next, we have the introduction of the immigration salary list. This is a new development in the UK immigration policy, replacing the previous shortage occupation list. In a nutshell, the immigration salary list, or ISL for short, is a comprehensive guide that outlines the minimum salary thresholds for various occupations in the UK. So, how does this differ from the shortage occupation list, you ask? The shortage occupation list focused on occupations where there was a lack of skilled workers within the UK. The ISL, on the other hand, is all about the earnings. It sets out the minimum salaries that overseas workers must earn to be eligible for a visa. This shift has significant implications for skilled workers from various sectors. It means that your eligibility for a visa is no longer based solely on the demand for your occupation within the UK, but also on the income you are expected to earn. This could open doors for some, while potentially adding a hurdle for others. It's important to remember that immigration policies can change rapidly, and the ISL is no exception. It's crucial to stay updated on these changes, as they could greatly impact your immigration plans. So there we have it, the immigration salary list in a nutshell. Stay informed about the ISL, it could greatly affect your immigration plans. Let's move on to the new income requirements for family visas. The UK government has recently announced a significant increase in the minimum income requirement for sponsoring family visas. This is a major change that is expected to unfold in stages over the next few months, with the full impact anticipated by early 2025. This means if you're planning to bring your spouse or partner to the UK, you'll need to ensure that your income meets the new requirements. The aim behind this increase is to ensure that families coming to the UK are financially stable and can support themselves without relying on public funds. However, this change could pose challenges for some families, especially those with a lower income. It's crucial to understand these changes and plan accordingly to avoid any potential issues or delays in the visa process. These changes could have a significant impact on families planning to move to the UK, so make sure you're prepared. Now let's talk about the new rules for student visa dependents. A considerable shift in UK immigration policy is the new restrictions placed on dependents of international students. Under these new rules, only students enrolled in PhD or certain postgraduate research programs are allowed to bring their dependents to the UK. This differs significantly from previous regulations, which were more lenient. This change could impact a large number of international students who had plans of bringing their loved ones along. If you're an international student planning to bring dependents to the UK, these changes are something you need to be aware of. Finally, we'll look at the review of the graduate visa. This visa has been a popular route for international students looking to gain work experience in the UK after their studies. But what does the future hold for this visa type? Well, the UK government is currently reviewing the graduate visa route. While the specifics of these changes have yet to be disclosed, they could potentially impact the eligibility criteria, duration, or conditions of this visa. This review could mean new opportunities, but it might also bring challenges for current and future students. For those of you who are studying or planning to study in the UK, it's crucial to stay informed. Remember, these changes could shape your post-study plans and your future in the UK. Keep an eye on updates about the graduate visa, especially if you're a student planning to stay in the UK post-graduation. So, that's a quick overview of the recent changes in UK immigration policies. To recap, we've discussed the increased minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas, the shift from the shortage occupation list to the immigration salary list, and the new income requirements for family visas. We also touched on the restrictions for dependents of international students and the review of the graduate visa route. These changes are important and can have a substantial impact on many people's plans and aspirations. It's essential to keep up to date with these shifts and understand what they mean for you, whether you're an employer, a skilled worker, a student, or a family looking to reunite in the UK. We hope this video has shed some light on these complex issues and helped you grasp the implications of these new policies. It's always wise to seek professional advice when dealing with immigration matters, so don't hesitate to reach out to experts if you need further clarification. Remember, these changes can have significant implications, so make sure you stay informed and plan accordingly. Thank you for